Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. You made it. Hump day. So, even though it's probably been a short week for some people, but hey, it's Wednesday, midweek. You made it. So, Thursday is on the horizon. So, uh, uneventful. That's how today's been. Nothing at Goodwill. Did the circle. They had a nice bin up front where I'm not digging. I looked in there. It was like 5 DVDs for like $1. No. I looked and I was like, there ain't nothing in there I'm going to dig for. Because it looked pretty subpar anyway. So, yikes. So, I did end up going to the library store because it was, let's see, it's been, I think, 3 weeks today. 3 weeks today was New Year's Eve. So that's when I went New Year's Eve. So not too bad, but I'll get to that in a minute. Spent $15, so not bad. I just saw we had some few things that will be coming to 4K sometime this year. However, on March 9th, the 4K of It Came from Outer Space, that classic movie. But coming soon, Half Nelson with Josh. You know what's his name. Half Nelson, and then also one of my favorites, Little Miss Sunshine. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see that one. I think I have the DVD here somewhere, but Ryan Gosling, that's it. He was in Half Nelson. Yeah, I can't read my handwriting for anything, so I'll write it fast, and I'm like, what is that? So, hello, pretty girl. Sophia woke up and came back in, so she just ate some more food. And apparently it's raining out right now, so I'm like, okay. So yeah. So March 9th, if you want to pre-order that It Came from Outer Space, I'm good right now. That has to be a great price. Half Nelson, I would honestly have to go back and watch a trailer. I don't really remember that movie. But Little Miss Sunshine, I mean, come on. That's a Steve Carell, Toni Collette, Greg Kinnear. What a cast. So, but anyway, with that out of the way, no luck at Goodwill. I did not have to bother with recycling because I went Sunday and I've got like 2 things in recycling right now. So that I can wait till next Monday. So, I went and got a $20 bill out. I spent $15. So, what did I get? You saw the stack there. So, at first, I mean, the struggle was real because in 3 weeks I thought, oh, it was going to be it was okay. I always, they'd gotten a bunch of CDs in, nothing. It's like classical, some artists I ain't never heard of. So somebody needs to get rid of their like 80s and 90s and early 2000s collection so I can dig. So just saying. So no CDs. But a few of these like I thought I had, but I had to check the app and no, I did not. So interesting. So first thing I got, so these were all $1 each except for one that was $4. And that was for some reason they do TV series, $4, which is fine depending on what it is, especially if it's hard to find. So otherwise the DVDs were $1 each. So the first thing I thought I had this. Same time next year with Alan Alda and Ellen Burstyn. I love this movie mainly because it was on HBO in the early 80s a lot. And let's see, this was, what year was this? This came out in 78. So it was probably one of those movies HBO definitely showed a lot. And I remember watching it. And it was a good movie. So I was like, oh yeah, I have that. Checked my app. Nope. So, and of course, Alan Alda, MASH, Sweet Liberty, so much. So, yeah. I have not watched that in a long time. So, I almost got a few, they had a few VHSs, but I wasn't feeling it today. Chances are they'll be there then. Their VHSs are 10 cents each. I don't carry change on me. What, do I have to take some dimes? Which, I guess I could. Cause now, if they had like 10 that I needed, there's $1 there, no problem. But I try to even it to where they don't have to give me a lot of change back. So if I spend, like, I was at 13, I hated for them to give me like ones back. So if I can either A, spend the whole 20, or do something even where it's like 15 or 10, just give me a 10 or a 10 and a 5 back, you know. So, and that way, because they always have to run to the library to get extra change. When somebody likes to, they're paying $5 for books and they want to break 100, it's like, oh, hell no, where do you think you are? No. This second one, I remember Lady Jane with Helena Bonham Carter and Carrie Elwes. I remember this on HBO or Showtime. It is from 86, so 86, 87, it would have been on one of those. But, I mean, come on. Carrie Elwes, you know. And Helena Bonham Carter, she is good at anything, so that's nice. This one I'd never heard of, but you like, oh, what's Elsa and Fred? But number one, Shirley MacLaine. Hello. What the hell was that? You know what? We're just going to roll with it. I'm not changing anything. So, Elsa and Fred with Shirley MacLaine and Christopher Plummer. 2014. So, but man, Chris Noth, Marcia Gay Harden, it looks like. Yeah. Scott Bakula. So, but I mean, Shirley MacLaine, she's good at anything. And Christopher Plummer, come on. This one I know I don't have because Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson. So, I'm not, oh, look, and it still has, I wonder if I can use that coupon for the Old Spice deodorant. That is wild. Oh, no, expired June 30th of 2010. I remember this movie. I have never seen it, but it's Will Ferrell, so. This other was from a school library, it seems. The Mighty with Sharon Stone. Now, when was this? Because I remember this movie, but good Lord, when was this? I hate when they don't have a date on here. Oh, for the love of Peter, Paul, and Mary. My God. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was the 90s. You know what? Here's what we're fixing to do. Because I hate when it doesn't have a date on there. That's just, how? Well, we're going to find out. '98. Okay. 1998 for The Mighty with Sharon Stone. It has Jenna Rollins, Harry Dean Stanton, but the kicker for me was Gillian Anderson. What? So obviously, after the X-Files became a hit, like, wow. And look at Gillian Anderson. I'm always amazed. She is such a chameleon. So, and especially some of her. She was in Playing for Keeps, right? That was quite the ensemble movie. So, okay. This other one I thought I had, but it was from 2003. Stealing Harvard. I think the kicker for me was Megan Mullally. Jason Lee, from Mallrats. I Know My Name is Earl. Dennis Farina. And Tom Green. Remember when he was everywhere? Wow. So, nope. Didn't have it in the library, but already have it. Now I have it. So, 2003. Now, the $4 one, TV show, Mannix, the final season. I do have the first season. I can't find it. It's here. It's in the app. It might be in the box I took to storage. I don't know. It's not here because I looked. So, but I mean, for $4, you're getting 24 episodes. That's a hell of a deal, I think. So, and I love these old police dramas from the late 60s, 70s, which I've got to check and see. I meant to check that earlier, how many seasons there were in this. So, because otherwise, I need to get the complete series. I have Barnaby Jones, because my mom would love to see these, so I'd love to take, she has one of my Blu-ray players at her house in the bedroom, and, hey, I could take them to her and we could watch them there. Because otherwise, like, I think she was saying MeTV shows it like at 4 a.m. And she's not going to watch Mannix at 4 a.m. Who the hell is? Are you an insomniac? But any old police shows like this, I'm there. So now, the next stack, the last 5, I did not have, and they actually posted on their social media that they had gotten 2 donations together. Somebody had donated a ton of Agatha Christie books and their Robin Williams DVDs. Okay. So the first one I saw was RV. I remember watching it and liking it, but I did not have it in the library. So, not every movie he did was gold. I hold that standard up to like Mrs. Doubtfire. That is... And Hook. But Mrs. Doubtfire is probably the funniest, because everybody who watches Mrs. Doubtfire just loves it. And The Birdcage. Mrs. Doubtfire and The Birdcage. So Robin Williams. So apparently now I have a tiny Robin Williams collection. Cadillac Man with him and Tim Robbins. I remember that from 87, 89. So, and then Moscow on the Hudson, where he's a Russian who, he not immigrates, he defects to New York while he's in Bloomingdale's. So, I haven't seen this in a long time. So glad to have that. Jack, I remember this one where he's he's a kid in a grown man's body, and he's aging in reverse, right? Or in reverse. I haven't seen this in a long time. God, when was this? Wow, Fran Drescher? Damn. Again, another one where they just don't put the damn... I'll look it up later. I'm not going to bother with it. So, just throwing that out there. So Robin Williams, Jack. And last I thought I had already, Flubber! So, I think everybody had this on VHS as well, in the clamshell when it came out. Gosh, when was this? I don't know why I bother looking. Sometimes they have it on here, sometimes they don't. So, it was the 90s. I do remember that much. I just, at this point, I don't care. It's fine.
Get a load of these sluts.
It's fine. Anyway, that being said, Robin Williams, because me and the guy that he was at the library store. Oh, sorry, hold on just a sec. Okay. He used to own the used record CD store called Oz Music here in town, and he helps out now at the library. He kind of retired. He closed the store, I think it was like during COVID. And we were talking, that, do you realize it's 10 years now that both David Bowie and Prince died? Right? Is that right? We were talking about it, and it was really interesting how that happened. Or was it Robin Williams? Hold on. That, I've seen memes where they're like, oh, the world went to shit. So, yeah. January 10th of 2016, David Bowie died. And I think Prince, he died in April of 2016. I mean, so those are two great artists. Now, Robin Williams, nope, he died in 2014, August of 2014. But so almost 12 years. That is mind-blowing that we've lost those legends, and it's just crazy. So, but Robin Williams, first time I saw him on Happy Days, and then of course Mork and Mindy, but then his movies, the specials on HBO, I remember those plain as day. It's like when they did it was like one or two Pee Wee Hermans, his early specials on HBO. It was just, it was a sight to behold. Out of these movies, definitely, I would guess probably RV. I know it's not the best. Him and Cheryl Hines. It's because of her I really can't just watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. I really loved that show in the beginning, but I'm not going to let her ruin one of his movies. That's just like she's in the Bad Moms, the sequel. Catherine Hahn, and it just, won't bother me none. So, but hey, got some Robin Williams. So pretty good. I think I did for $15. I did good today. So there is that. So I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, definitely a few of these I will take out of the case and probably put right here and that, because I'm really intrigued. This stealing Harvard, crazy. And okay, and really, these cases, thick. I mean, it is insane. And then as you get to this, they are so light now. But man, those early DVD cases, I feel like they could stop a bullet. So crazy. So, but yeah, that is my library store haul for today. Since it's been 3 weeks since New Year's Eve. So that was the first library store haul of the year. So I try to go every couple of weeks. Definitely not next week. Give it a few weeks. At least, because next week it will be, oh no. Maybe that, not next week, but the next week, maybe they'll get a few more donations. And it'll be before Stuff a Sack. So, which is always the first Saturday of the month. So for them, it won't be next week. It'll be the next week. So, but yeah, so that is that. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with what I got. So, but yeah, so I hope your Wednesday is on a ending on a high note. You're either off work already, or fixing to get off, or you're trying to decide what to do for dinner, which I have an idea what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so supposed to have some icy weather this weekend, so I gotta get some bread and milk. So we'll just play that by ear. So, but yeah, so with that being said, I'm gonna leave you all for the day. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Eat you a good dinner, drink you some water, get you a good night's sleep, and you know what? Thursday I'll be here for you, know it. So, well, I mean, it comes whether you want to or not. So, there's that. So, but let's just think positive. World's still a dumpster fire. Here we are. And, but all we can do is try and be positive. So, that being said, I'm going to leave you all be for now. Don't stay up too late scrolling, doom scrolling, or being on YouTube, okay? Get some sleep. All right. And again, I appreciate each and you. Oh, hello, Mr. Flamingo, you too. I appreciate you all for being here, and I'm glad we're here. I look forward to this every day, and I try to do this every day. I hold myself accountable. So, yes. So, with that being said, I'm going to see you all tomorrow, and you all have a good rest of your